All right, so today we have another clip here of Tim Pool addressing the fact that the Allen, Texas small shooter was a fan of his. He posted clips of Tim Pool's show on this really obscure Russian social media website. Excuse me. Here it is.
I'm just saying, look, like, it's just, I think if you did have a lunatic who had posted a couple clips from Tim's show, obviously it goes without saying that that doesn't make Tim at all culpable for the behavior of that lunatic.
The guy wasn't even...
Yeah. Well, you know, no one's saying that that Tim Pool committed the shooting, okay? No one's saying that, but when you do have someone who is a open white supremacist, a literal Nazi, has swastikas tattooed on him, when you do have someone like that that is also posting clips from your show, that is a problem. That's a problem. And if you are not willing to address it in a way of just saying, look, this is problematic, I think that this is an issue and I want this to be better, I don't want this to happen again. If that is not your only response, that's a fucking problem, okay? There's no way around that.
Even so, yeah.
The clips show he wasn't even subscribed to the channel.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
It's like he's a fan. Like he wasn't even subscribed.
Yeah. He only posted like 4 or 5 clips. He wasn't even subscribed. So he couldn't have been a fan. He wasn't even subscribed to my YouTube channel. I wonder if he's gonna ask his audience to subscribe right now, to measure if they really are true fans. Like it's so ridiculous. The most ridiculous, awful, just worst offense I could possibly think of. Even coming from someone like Tim Pool, that is just awful. I don't expect him to be a decent human being, but god damn. The one chance I think I would hear him say like, "Oh wow, that's fucked up. That's fucked up that the shooter was posting clips of my show and was also a white supremacist. That's a fucked up thing." No, he's sitting there saying he wasn't even subscribed. So it doesn't even matter.
It was 4 clips from one show.
But yeah, so my point is this is grasping at straws, right? Because even if they can definitively prove, even if it turns out that this is legitimate, that really is this guy's profile.
Okay, so maybe I should have started with this, but, he's sitting there saying if they can really prove if this is this guy's profile. The media, all of the media, has proved that this is this guy's profile. And again, this was a profile on this website right here. Again, it's a Russian social media website. I do not know how to pronounce that name, and I'm not going to try. It's pretty, unregulated. It's not really heavily monitored like bigger social media sites like Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, the main social media sites. But BBC and again, all of the other media have confirmed. I just have this BBC article, but all of the media have confirmed that this profile was directly linked to this shooter, Mauricio Garcia. That's the name of the shooter. The profile was directly linked to this person, and he would post a lot of really, really racist stuff. He would post racist rants, a lot of racist rhetoric. He would post clips of Tim Pool. One of the main things that he would search was Ben Shapiro. This is all listed in this article right here. And, we heard in the video yesterday, Tim Pool saying that Ian Miles Chong was disproving a lot of this stuff. Ian Miles Chong didn't disprove anything. This guy literally just makes and lies about everything. He makes up literally everything. But it does say there's no evidence that Garcia was inspired to action by Mr. Pool's podcast, which cover right-wing talking points and conspiracy theories, but Mr. Pool and media tried to cast doubt on the veracity of the material, those digging up the material as being part of a psyop, meaning he just thinks that this is made up. He thinks that this is made up, and clearly, I'll let the clip play.
They're telling the truth and they have good reasons to be confident. That still is not the nail in the coffin that they think it is here.
I mean, I got to be honest. Like, I think it's funny and I really just don't care.
I don't even, a lot of people, they get on me, they say, you need to play the whole clip, you need to play the clip, stop interrupting. I don't even need to listen to the rest of it. I am going to play it here in a second, but he just said that it's funny and he doesn't care. if you don't think Tim Pool, if you thought Tim Pool was a decent human being before, or you still think he is, there is something wrong with you. To say that you don't care and it's funny, so far removed from reality. I don't know if it's the money that he gets now from doing this Republican grift. I don't know what it is that would make him say something like that. He really is appealing to the white supremacists and the Nazis right now, straight up. You know, I didn't say that in my video yesterday, but he is 100% doing that. This guy is literally an open white supremacist, a straight up Nazi, and he's sitting there saying it's funny that he posted clips. It's actually hilarious. And then he's saying that he doesn't care, but he was also he purposely mentioned the fact at the beginning of the clip, you guys heard it, that the guy wasn't subscribed. If you don't care, then why would you even bring that up? He does care. He deep down, I know that he fucking cares. Obviously, when he's on camera, he has to act all tough and act like, you know, it's not bothering him. He wouldn't have even brought that up. I know that it does bother him, but, you know, just, again, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm wrong, but to sit there and say it's funny and I don't care is extremely irresponsible when you have a platform this large. Again, if you can't disavow Nazis, if you can't disavow white supremacists and just be like, look, I don't fuck with Nazis, I don't fuck with white supremacists, Nazis are bad. If you can't just do that, if that's not the end-all, say-all, and then also, I guess in Tim Pool's case, saying, you know, I think that this is a problem and I don't want this to happen again, so I need to obviously improve the type of content I'm putting out, that you have a fucking problem, okay? I have a problem with you, at least.
I think we've won so much ground in the culture war that it is completely meaningless that they would even do it, assuming it was a psyop. It's just, it means nothing to me.
Yeah. He says it means nothing to him because Tim Pool's not worried about this type of stuff because it doesn't affect him, okay? Tim Pool's not going to care about any of this stuff unless he is directly affected by some of this stuff. And this is something that I say mostly about, like, I say this about a lot of conservatives, mostly politicians that refuse to pass sweeping gun control legislation that we so desperately need, so tragedies like this stop happening. We can at least prevent them from happening so much. But, you know, Tim Pool, he doesn't care. It doesn't matter to him. Those victims that died in that shooting, they don't matter to Tim. It doesn't matter to those victims that this guy posted clips of Tim Pool's show. It's funny. It's all fun and games to Tim Pool because he's getting paid tons of money to do this shit. So he really, I mean, you know, he doesn't care.
It's just funny.
The fact that every chance they get, they're just slandering, you know, like Musk or Timcast or whoever it is that is the opposing view. It's straight slander, just associations with the most terrible organization in history, the Nazis, right? That's just, it shows that they have no substance.
I don't know how I don't know how any of these guys can say any of this stuff in good faith. I mean, come on. We know what it is, you know? Like, this guy was a straight-up Nazi white supremacist, and he also just happened to be a fan of Tim Pool. He was a fan of Tim Pool. Again, that's a problem. If your only response to that isn't, that's not cool, I don't fuck with Nazis, like, again, sitting there saying, he wasn't even subscribed, he wasn't a fan, I don't care. Those are, no. Fucking no. If that is your response, that is a problem. That's kind of, in a way, you know, and I already said he was appealing straight up to the white supremacist Nazi fans out there that I know watch him. You know, you're kind of just saying that, you know, you don't really care about Nazis and the fact that they exist and the fact that they are openly posting clips about you and also shooting up a mall. And if you don't care, and if you don't think that that's a problem, you know, you are part of the problem.
Here's how
a big part of the
Ian
problem.
Miles Chong tweeted something out. Keith Olbermann responded saying, "Sure, it's suspect because your side and libs of TikTok got caught inspiring a mass murderer. Blood on your hands, F you." And I said, I really don't care what the cult thinks, like, at all. Fart, 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 Keith Olbermann. I'd say you're dumb as a box of rocks, but that's demeaning to rocks.
Yeah. Tim Pool sits here. He says he doesn't care, but yet he responds to Keith Olbermann. He sits there and says he wasn't even a fan. He wasn't even subscribed. No one cares if he was subscribed or not. You purposely brought that up because you do care. You purposely responded to Keith Olbermann because you do care. Tim Pool is one of the goofiest. I'm gonna, I try not to be mean, but he's a fucking idiot. He's one of the goofiest, most stupid people that I have ever seen have a platform. I'm gonna be honest. The first time I got exposed to Tim Pool, he was talking about like how feminism was the reason he couldn't get a girlfriend, and then I saw his debate he did with Sam Cedar. And after that, I kind of saw everything I needed to see when it comes to Tim Pool and made up my opinion about Tim Pool. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that little bell, and turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload.